Jimmy Fallon welcomes Shaquille O'Neal. NBC Tonight.
Okay, hold on. That man shot my friend. Now he has a 2-year-old child.
We need restraint, not revenge.
Chicago PD, next Wednesday on NBC and Peacock.
This whole block is a crime scene.
This is the highest profile crime of the year.
I'm catching this guy. I'm not waiting for permission.
SVU, next Thursday on NBC and Peacock.
Live from Rhinelander, this is News Watch 12 at 10. The Northwoods' best news with Dan Hagan, Jessica Jukic, meteorologist Chase Ropanak, and Saul Meyer with sports. News from where you live starts now.
Jukic. And I'm Dan Hagan. Controversy erupted in Wausau this weekend after the mayor removed the ballot box positioned outside of City Hall.
Wausau Mayor Doug Dinney claims that he moved the box up into his office on Sunday after noticing that it was not secured. The Wisconsin Supreme Court ruled in July that ballot boxes are legal and municipal clerks have sole authority to place or remove ballot boxes. Dinney says that he did nothing wrong when he moved the ballot drop-off. In a press release, Wausau's city clerk Caitlin Bernard said that the box was closed and locked until Friday and was in the process of being relabeled. She said that the city staff was sent to secure the drop box and open it up for collection on Monday morning when the drop box was reported removed. Bernard is currently working with the Wisconsin Elections Commission and Marathon County District Attorney to report the election irregularity and determine what will come next.
Up to 2,000 voters in Madison were sent duplicate absentee ballots yesterday, according to a city spokesperson. The mistake occurred when 2 identical files were merged, resulting in the creation of a list with double the names and double the addresses. The spokesperson said none of those duplicate ballots have been returned.
Chase, the first week of fall has been beautiful so far.
Yeah, it's been warm too. We're continuing to see those warm temperatures going into this weekend. Looks like highs right around 80 degrees. I know we got a lot of events coming up this weekend, so I'm sure a lot of people are happy about that. But for now, cooling off a little bit, still in those low 50s. We're going to be expecting mid-40s for tonight. But as we can see right now in Eagle River and Rhinelander, right around 51 degrees. We see that in Tomahawk as well. Some warmer temperatures still down south. Mosinee just below 60 degrees, right at 59. But Rome has cooled off a little bit faster than them, right around 52. Wapaka, though, they're still at right around 60 degrees. Dew points were a little bit higher today because we have warm weather coming in, so we're still going to see those dew points rise a little bit. For now, upper 40s, so that's what we can expect for temperatures going into tonight. They should drop a little bit here, but as we can see, some mid-dew points or some mid-50s for dew points still hanging around down south, right around 54 degrees through Wausau down into Stevens Point. So that's why those lows are going to be a little bit warmer for tonight. And heading into tomorrow, even warmer temperatures, highs right around 77 degrees here in the Northwoods. Going to be a beautiful day with mostly sunny skies. Same for areas in the southern viewing area. We can see Adams County getting close to 80 degrees for tomorrow with lots of sun. Taking a look ahead into tonight, another cool night, but not as cool as we've been seeing. We're going to be a little bit above average with a low right around 45 degrees. Jessica?
Thanks, Chase. New York City Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted by a grand jury on federal criminal charges. No specific details are available as the charges are still sealed. For much of the last year, Adams has faced growing legal peril with multiple federal investigations into top advisors. He had repeatedly said he wasn't aware of any wrongdoing. Adams is the first mayor in New York City history to be indicted while in office.
A new study shows 1 in 3 children worldwide are nearsighted, and that number is expected to rise. That's according to research published in the British Journal of Ophthalmology. Nearsightedness can cause distant objects to appear blurry, while closer objects appear clear. Researchers studied more than 5.4 million kids in 50 countries across 6 continents. They found that over the last 3 decades, nearsightedness has increased among that age group around 30%, with a notable spike after the pandemic. Researchers recommend children limit their screen exposure to help protect their vision.
The Aspirus Tick-Borne Illness Center in Woodruff is celebrating 5 years in the Northwoods. Tonight, they held an open house for the center, which is located inside Howard Young Medical Center. The event welcomed community members to explore the facility and learn about its work in diagnosing and treating tick-borne illnesses. Guests met with staff, including nurse practitioner Ashley Johnson and Dr. James Thatcher, who shared their experiences and expertise in managing tick-related health concerns. The staff highlighted the center's commitment to providing comprehensive care and support for patients affected by tick-borne illnesses.
And it was amazing to see patients and people in the community, employees of the hospital, and donors and just other supporters alike here all together to celebrate this monumentous occasion.
The event was hosted by the Howard Young Foundation, which helped build the Aspirus Tick-Borne Illness Center.
In 2004, a man shot and killed 6 members of a hunting party in northern Wisconsin. A Pickerel author wrote a book about his connection to those tree stand murders and how it impacted his life. Scott Rue wrote Everything Has Meaning. Around 20 years after those tragic events, his dad Dennis was a part of that hunting party and was given a Carnegie Heroism Medal for helping the victims. Scott said his dad struggled with PTSD after the incident, staying quiet, being unable to sleep, and ultimately dying from a heart attack a year later.
Just bringing this to other people's attention to anything, any tragedy since 9/11, any tragedy, even car accidents, can affect on PTSD. It's not just war veterans.
After losing his dad, Scott explored his Indian ancestry with the Mole Lake tribe near Crandon. And in his book, he talks about the healing power of nature.
Everyone should read this book because of the world today. I think it goes so fast. And I think it's important to be aware of other things in life and the world itself. Nature will tell you things.
Scott will be selling his book at Eagle River's Cranberry Fest on October 5th and 6th. Everything Has Meaning is also available on Amazon, or go to your local bookstore and they can order it for you.
The Never Forgotten Honor Flight is more than just visiting memorials in Washington, D.C. It's about bonding with fellow veterans and remembering those who never came back. The Honor Flight took around 100 central Wisconsin veterans to Washington, D.C. on Monday. Robert Robbins served in the United States Army during the Vietnam era alongside his twin brother.
My twin brother and I went in together, and we went through basic, guaranteed us basic together, but it ended up we went all the way through basic AIT, and then we got stationed in Germany together.
Robbins also had a younger brother who served and was killed in Vietnam.
So his name is on the wall. So to see that, I've seen the traveling wall several times, but to see it on the National Monument was really moving.
Robbins and his twin brother enlisted for 3 years each. His father also served in World War II.
New improvements are coming to Mole Lake after a groundbreaking today for an expanded Sakagan Chippewa Health Clinic. The tribe is partnering with several organizations, including UW-Madison School of Medicine, to expand facilities and healthcare access in Forest County and surrounding areas. Community members will have access to telehealth, distance learning, technological advances, and more procedures. The project will include 10,000 square foot remodeling of the current health clinic. The Rhinelander Area Food Pantry is gearing up for its annual fundraiser.
Coming up after the break, we'll have a look at the massive gourd that will be on display after Weather with Chase right here on Newswatch 12.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Northwoods Furniture, Eagle River.
He told us who he was.
Should abortion be punished? There has to be some form of punishment.
Then he showed us.
For 54 years, they were trying to get Roe v. Wade terminated, and I did it, and I'm proud to have done it.
Now Donald Trump wants to go further with plans to restrict birth control, ban abortion nationwide, even monitor women's pregnancies. We know who Donald Trump is. He'll take control. We'll pay the price.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message. ELM Repair in Edgar is a family-owned and operated full-service diesel repair shop. From pickups to semi-trucks to heavy equipment and RV service. If it runs on diesel, we can repair it. Want more power and better mileage? Our experienced professionals will get your truck running and at peak performance. With a state-of-the-art dyno and fully stocked parts department, we can even come out to you with our 24-hour mobile repair service. ELM is always looking for passionate and talented people to join our team. The Diesel Doctor. Have it done right the first time at ELM Repair.
My cancer drugs, $1,800 per month.
My hospital bill for a heart attack, $241,544.18.
I'm Rebecca Cook. My parents are like a lot of folks hit hard by sky-high medical bills, and with hospital closures, access to care is an even greater challenge. So what does Derek Van Orden say? Destroy Badger Care, gut Medicare, deny women reproductive care. I'll fight for affordable health care. Derek Van Orden won't, and that's why I approve this message.
Go get him, honey.
If there's one thing we like, it's choices. And your Ford dealer is the place to start. With a full lineup of vehicles and available powertrains. Get your ideal combination of power and capability with gas, hybrid, or all-electric. But more important than the power you choose is what you choose to do with it.
Choose FlexBuy on Ford Escape or Edge and get 0.9% APR financing for 66 months plus $2,000 FlexBuy cash. Only at your Wisconsin Ford dealer.
Huge online auction September 28th, Hiles, Wisconsin. Vintage cars and trucks, blacksmith shop, antique gas pumps, thousands of other antiques. Colonel Renee Brass and St. Louis Auctions.
Food support is just a call away. Call the Family Food Helpline.
Welcome back, everybody. It was a beautiful day today. We're going to continue to have beautiful weather throughout the rest of this week. Right now, we're cooling off. Right now, still right around 51 degrees. Should be expected some mid-40s tonight. Dew points in the upper 40s. Those should fall a few degrees as well. Pressure right now right at that 30-inch mark, so we do got high pressure in the area, and it's going to continue rising as we go throughout this week. So take a look at those highs for today. Mid-70s here, 74 degrees in Rhinelander, 73 in Eagle River. We saw 73 around many areas in the Northwoods. A little bit warmer down south. Wausau right around 76, and then Wapaka, Green Bay, they were both at 78 degrees for their high today, and even up north in Ashland, 78 degrees there, and over to the west, Superior, 79, just near 80 degrees. So there was some very hot temperatures out there across the state today. And taking a look into tonight, mostly clear skies and calm winds once again, but we did have a little bit of moisture come in, so lows will be a little bit warmer than we've seen the past few nights, showing upper 40s right now, but with those clear skies and calm winds, expect mid-40s in our area. And we can see that's going to be the same kind of going all the way down to the south. They'll be right around the mid-40s as well. Some areas may stay warmer than others with a little bit more moisture, but other than that, the main thing is temperatures right now for tonight are going to be right around those mid to upper 40s across our area. Going into tomorrow, going to be a little bit warmer than it was today, showing 75 here in Rhinelander with lots of sun for tomorrow. We should be right around 77 degrees. Many areas seeing that across the Northwoods as well. Expect temperatures to rise maybe close to 80 for tomorrow down south, especially by Rome and Adams County all the way down there. That's where those they are naturally a little bit warmer, so don't be surprised if you see temperatures hitting 80 down there for tomorrow. But we are going to see 80 going into this weekend. Looks like right before Friday, a high of 80. Same thing with Saturday. That's when we're going to have the hottest temperatures this week. Then we see them dwindle down a little bit going to the beginning of the work week. 74 degrees on Monday. And Monday night is when we'll have a cold front move through and bring in much more cooler temperatures going into Tuesday and Wednesday. We can see upper 50s to low 60s. So definitely going to feel like fall again as we get later on in the week. So let's take a look at what the weather's doing across the United States right now. As we can see, a whole lot of nothing going over the Great Plains and parts of the Midwest, over the Rockies as well. That is high pressure that is building into our area, and that's why we're going to start to see some warm temperatures coming right now. And we can see down to the southeast in Florida, they are about to have a major hurricane make landfall tomorrow. Right now it's a Category 1 Hurricane Helene, but they are expecting it to be Category 4. So if you have any family down there, make sure you give them a call. Very, very catastrophic day coming up going into tomorrow evening. But let's take a look now for our fall foliage map. We can see our peak season is early October, and the recipe for that is a wet growing season, calm, cool, above freezing nights, and then also warm sunny days, and we've had all of that. So definitely looks like it's going to be a great peak season coming up for us. Tonight, though, mostly clear skies, areas of dense fog, so be careful on the roads, and a low right around 45 degrees. For tomorrow, though, 77 and mostly sunny. Beautiful weather with light and variable winds. And taking a look at your 7-day forecast brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress. 80s Friday into Saturday, but next week we're expecting to cool down Tuesday and the Wednesday with highs in the upper 50s to low 60s. Jessica?
Thanks, Chase. A local food pantry is hosting their biggest fundraiser of the year this weekend. It started today with harvesting a massive pumpkin they named Luna for the Harvest Hoedown Festival in Rhinelander. Tom Giroux is the garden curator for the Rhinelander Area Food Pantry. He said a lot of work goes into growing a massive pumpkin.
We put it on a spot where it's right on irrigation, and we made sure it had lots of water. The other thing you should do when growing a giant pumpkin is cover it during the summer so that it doesn't ripen too early and you get as much growth as possible.
Today, a crew of 5 men used all their strength to wrangle this giant pumpkin out of the pantry's garden in Rhinelander, taking it down a beaten path and into the bed of a pickup.
At the Hoedown this Saturday, the pumpkin will be available. They'll have a guessing game to guess the weight of the pumpkin. So I'm being really careful not to give what I think it is, to give people a hint.
The pumpkin will make its way to Pioneer Park on Saturday, where people can see it while enjoying some fun activities at the annual Harvest Hoedown. The Green Bay Packers have limited Jordan Love once again in today's practice.
Coming up, we'll give you an update on his status for this Sunday's matchup against the Vikings.
This year, Wausau Harns Furniture. To celebrate, I've marked down select floor models 50%. Stop in soon for the best selection. Wausau Harns Furniture, 50 years in business. Half mile from Fleet Farm.
A suspected Venezuelan gang member who was arrested for domestic battery.
Violently attacked a woman physically and sexually.
The border crisis is real here in Wisconsin.
Criminal gangs harming our community.
We're stretched thin. Open borders and weak politicians are crushing us.
Rebecca Cook is one of them. She doesn't back law enforcement. She'll never secure the border. She doesn't even want to.
That's why we stand with Derek Van Orton. He has our back.
And I've got yours. I'm Derek Van Orton, and I approve this message.
Get an 11% rebate on everything now at Menards. Energizer batteries provide long-lasting, reliable power that you can depend on. Save big on our huge in-stock selection. Get an 11% rebate on all Energizer batteries. Protect your cargo with our great selection of hitches, ratchet straps, and bungees. Secure your passion with smart straps and save big money. This 10-piece value pack of tarp straps is $7.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Their Bidenomics led to the highest inflation in 40 years, highest gas prices ever, skyrocketing interest rates, unaffordable housing, incomes down, unemployment rising, and a recession now headed our way. Yet Kamala Harris is clueless.
We are very proud of Bidenomics. Bidenomics is working.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Look who turns 50 this year. Wausau Harns Furniture. To celebrate, I've marked down select floor models 50%. Stop in soon for the best selection. Wausau Harns Furniture, 50 years in business. Half mile from Fleet Farm.
Leisure City, your backyard headquarters of the North.
Coming up on Newswatch 12 today, we welcome fall with a little bit of supernatural experts from EVP and Rhinelander.
That sounds spooky, but when will it rain again? Morning tune in on your Thursday from 5 to 7 a.m.
The Green Bay Packers are prepping for their game against their divisional rivals, the undefeated Minnesota Vikings, this Sunday at Lambeau Field. Two major storylines to follow this week are the homecoming of Aaron Jones and the status of Jordan Love. Drew Chelly was at Lambeau Field and has the recap from the practice. Drew?
It's a divisional showdown here on Sunday as the Green Bay Packers will play host to the Minnesota Vikings, with the winner taking the top spot of the NFC North standings. The Packers were back on the practice field this afternoon as they prepare for their divisional rivals. Jordan Love, like last week, was a limited participant of the Wednesday session. In the brief moments media was able to view the practice, Love took a majority of the snaps in the quarterback drills. He talked about what ended up being a near return to the lineup last week.
I was close. You know what I mean? I was pretty close. I was pushing it all week, trying to get myself ready. But at the end of the week, we just determined I wasn't there yet.
Making his Green Bay homecoming this weekend will be Aaron Jones. Jones spent the first 7 years in the green and gold and should receive a warm welcome come Sunday. For Matt LaFleur, there was nothing but positives to say about his former Pro Bowl running back.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of our business, and it's an unfortunate part of our business because I think everybody in this building respects not only the football player, but more importantly, the person that he is. And like I said, there's a lot of love for him.
For those who were once a teammate of Jones, it will be a different feel. After 7 years of watching him from the sidelines, Kenny Clark will have a different view of his former teammate, who will be coming straight in his direction on Sunday.
It'll be weird. He's been our teammate for 7 years, and gonna see him across the field. So it's definitely gonna be a little different. But we excited to play him.
So it's a marquee divisional showdown here on Sunday. The Packers and the Vikings. Two things to look out for. One, Jordan Love. Will he return from that knee injury he suffered against Philadelphia? And two, Aaron Jones. 7 years in a Pro Bowl here in Green Bay. It should be a loud crowd when he takes the Lambeau grass for the first time on Sunday afternoon as a visitor. For now, here at Lambeau Field, I'm Drew Shelley, Newswatch 12.
Thanks for that, Drew. The Milwaukee Brewers were in action, looking to build on their 2 big wins and take down the Pittsburgh Pirates in the second game of their 3-game series in Pittsburgh. And unfortunately for the crew, they could not get it done. The Pirates were able to take this thing 2-1 to even up the series at 1 game apiece. Game 3 of the series will be Thursday at around 11:30 a.m. The Wisconsin Wendigo are rolling, winning 3 out of their first 4 games this season. The Wendigo cannot be stopped. Now they're in Minnesota for the NAHL Showcase, where they will look to showcase their talent against teams not in the Midwest Division. First off, the Philadelphia Rebels, and this game went to the Wendigo by a score of 4-2. Next on the schedule for the Wendigo are the Oklahoma Warriors and the Odessa Jackalopes. We'll be right back after the break.
It can be backbreaking work all day, every day, pretty much on your feet. So it burns me up when Eric Hovde says people in Wisconsin don't work hard. The guy is a multi-millionaire California banker. He has absolutely no idea what we're going through. He's living the high life out there in a big fancy house. He even brags about being in the 1%. Listen, don't come here and tell us we're not working hard when we are just getting by. Eric Hovde doesn't respect us at all. The guy's a straight-up jerk. DSTC is responsible for the content of this ad.
Things are heating up at Hochul Gaming Nakusa with our Hot Summer Wheels giveaway. Earn 25 slot points and swipe your card from 11 a.m. to midnight on promotion days to enter win your grand prize, a 2024 Ford Mustang and $1,000 cash. Turn up the heat with hot seats from Wednesday through Monday and win up to $150 in rewards play every hour. Feel the excitement build. Race towards big wins at Hochul Gaming Nakusa, your place to play.
Dutch Boy, it's only paint. It's only paint that comes in an award-winning twist and pour container. It's only paint that can cover the brightest shade of orange known to mankind in just one coat. It's only paint that will inspire you to write your masterpiece. It's only paint that will help you become TV's hottest writer, where one day you'll meet this guy who started that thing. So yeah, it's only paint. Only easy opening, smooth pouring, change your life both professionally and romantically. Dutch Boy Paint.
While families struggle to pay bills, Harris and the Democrats are wasting our tax dollars on their extreme liberal agenda, giving government checks to illegal immigrants, funding a Madison clinic where minors get transgender therapy without parents' consent, pushing high schools to allow boys to compete in girls' sports. Senator Baldwin fights for this madness. Tammy Baldwin, radical, extreme, and wrong.
I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Get 0% APR on 2024 Sierra 1500 Denali models. That's over $6,400 in average finance savings.
Visit your North Central Wisconsin GMC dealer.
Connecting the dots, reliving Northwood's history with Carrie Bladorn.
The Blackwell Job Corps Center, located in the Chequamegon-Nicolet National Forest in northeastern Wisconsin, has a long history of providing educational and vocational training to young people. The center was established as a part of a nationwide Job Corps program created in 1964 under President Lyndon B. Johnson's War on Poverty initiative. Its roots trace back to an earlier federal program, the Civilian Conservation Corps, or CCC, which had a camp on the Blackwell site in the 1930s. This year, the Blackwell Job Corps Center celebrates 60 years of empowering young people and equipping them with the tools they need to succeed. On this episode of Connecting the Dots, we'll explore how it all began. In 1933, President Franklin D. Roosevelt founded the Civilian Conservation Corps, a program that established conservation camps across the country. These camps recruited unemployed young men to work under the military's organization in collaboration with the Forestry Department, the Department of Agriculture, and other agencies to improve America's public lands, forests, and parks. One of more than 128 CCC camps established in Wisconsin was built just north of the community of Blackwell, within the Nicolet National Forest. The young men at Camp Blackwell constructed trails, roads, planted millions of trees, and fought forest fires, among other essential forestry tasks. In 1942, as the U.S. entered World War II, the CCC was disbanded and Camp Blackwell was dissolved. However, the work done there laid the groundwork for a future camp with a similar mission. For the next 22 years, the Blackwell campsite remained vacant. Some of the buildings were dismantled, others were moved and repurposed, and a few were used by Forest Service staff. In 1964, President Johnson signed the Economic Opportunity Act, which authorized the federal Job Corps program. In November of that year, a Job Corps Center was built on the former site of the CCC Camp Blackwell and opened the following November in 1965. The location was fitting, given its history as a CCC camp. The center offered free job training for young people between the ages of 16 and 24, focusing on those who struggled academically or socially or were at risk of dropping out of school. With extra support and opportunity to complete their education, students received training in various trades such as carpentry, construction, welding, masonry, and forest conservation, working alongside trade professionals. Many Blackwell students thrived, making the center a success story for the Job Corps program. Over the decades, the 48-acre campus has expanded to house approximately 200 students, featuring facilities such as housing, a cafeteria, training, and recreational spaces. Like its predecessor, the CCC camp, it is located in a remote forested region of Wisconsin and is operated by the U.S. Forest Service. The center has played an important role in conservation efforts in the surrounding national forest, with students engaged in work similar to that of the CCC, including wildland firefighting, which sees Blackwell students assisting the Forest Service on fires all over the nation. Notably, students from Blackwell helped build the Wisconsin CCC Museum in Rhinelander in 1982, among a myriad of other projects throughout the Northwoods over the years. Like many other Job Corps centers, Blackwell has faced challenges, including funding issues and program leadership changes. During the Reagan and Trump administrations, there were attempts to close the center due to budget cuts. Both times, residents of the Northwoods and local politicians, including Tom Tiffany's office, and former students advocated for the center's importance as a critical resource for youth development and employment. A renewed focus on trade skills has also helped highlight the value of the Job Corps. Since opening 60 years ago, the Blackwell Job Corps Center has benefited more than 15,000 students through federal scholarships and has become one of the top centers for youth development and job training in the trades nationwide. Its success is a testament to the enduring impact of the Job Corps program and the rich history of Blackwell, from its beginnings as a CCC camp to its role today as a Job Corps Center. I'm Carrie Bladorn, and this is Connecting the Dots, reliving Northwood's history on Newswatch 12.
Connecting the Dots, Reliving Northwood's History with Carrie Bladorn.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
Fentanyl is killing over 1,000 people a year in Wisconsin. New reporting shows that Eric Hubdy is doing business with a bank accused of links to the Mexican drug cartel. Banco Azteca loaded up $26 million in cash and flew it to Eric Hubdy's bank in California. Other U.S. banks have cut ties with this Mexican bank, but Eric Hubdy took their money. That's 26 million more reasons you can't trust Eric Hubdy.
Sure, it's nice to have my 3 older kids home to visit.
Oh yeah, I love coming home. I missed having soft water.
That's why I bring my laundry home on the weekend.
It's so much better for my hair too, but you wouldn't know anything about that, Corey.
Well, that's why my hair looks so nice and moisturized.
What do you know about moisturized hair?
Well, having 2 older sisters and a brother who only showers a couple times a week helps.
Well, actually, 72 years of treating water in Wisconsin is our family story. You kids are pretty well versed in water.
So let us make your family's water better today.
They say post it or it didn't happen. But out here, in the places we were made for, you'll have to take our word for it. Find somewhere the internet's never been. With a family of Broncos designed to get you there.
Lease a new Ford Bronco Sport for $299 a month for 36 months, only at your local Wisconsin Ford dealer.
Over the last few years, things have gotten weird.
And for our kids, these things can be overwhelmingly stressful.
And can increase the risk for mental health problems as they grow.
Scientific research
and real-life experience
tell us that the #1 antidote to stress is authentic, trusted relationships.
So that's why I.
That's why I.
That's why we.
That's why I am committed to building and maintaining a trusted space.
For the students I influence every single day.
This is a trusted space.
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 Right now, we're running our 60-60-60 sale. So when you purchase your new concrete coating, you get a $60 Visa gift card plus either 60% off installation or 60-month no interest financing. This is one of our best deals of the year. So visit our website or call the number for your new floor today.
Now, I know most of us are used to seeing pine trees up here, but we're going to take a trip where some palm trees are at. Look at this. This is going to be a Category 4 hurricane going into tomorrow, possibly, Hurricane Helene. Right now, it is 350 miles wide and is only going to intensify overnight, so it looks like a damaging day coming up tomorrow as it makes landfall. But take a look at that 7-day. We have 80s here Friday into Saturday, and then a big cool down coming up with a cold front coming in Monday night. We'll see upper 50s to low 60s Tuesday into Wednesday.
Well, I'm never safe from that hurricane. That looks scary.
Yeah, 350 miles wide.
Wow, man.
This weekend looks awesome, though, up here.
That's right.
Yeah. Thanks, Chase. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a great night.
ELM Repair in Edgar is a family-owned and operated full-service diesel repair shop. From pickups to semi-trucks to heavy equipment and RV service. If it runs on diesel, we can repair it. Want more power and better mileage? Our experienced professionals will get your truck running and at peak performance. With a state-of-the-art dyno and fully stocked parts department, we can even come out to you with our 24-hour mobile repair service. ELM is always looking for passionate and talented people to join our team. The Diesel Doctor. Have it done right the first time at ELM Repair.
This message is to all homeowners, businesses, and churches that need a new roof.
Most people know American Quality Homes as Wisconsin's premier roofing experts.
As remodelers, we see a lot of roofs. We have found that 90% of roofs we inspect have mistakes. As for pricing, big roofing companies are charging way too much. So at American Quality Homes, we've decided to do something about it.
We're making a pledge to all homeowners who need a new roof. Our pledge is simple. 1, your roof will be done right the first time. 2, you will get the very best value guaranteed. And 3, all of our projects are backed with an insurance policy.
You need an AQH roof. Go to aqhroofs.com. That's aqhroofs.com.
Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners.
Surgery.
For prisoners.
For prisoners, every transgender inmate in the prison system would have access.
It's hard to believe, but it's true. Even the liberal media was shocked Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners and illegal aliens.
Every transgender inmate would have access.
Kamala's for they, them. President Trump is for you.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Over the last few years, things have gotten weird.
And for our kids, these things can be overwhelmingly stressful.
And can increase the risk for mental health problems as they grow.
Scientific research
and real-life experience
tell us that the #1 antidote to stress is authentic, trusted relationships.
So that's why I.
That's why I.
That's why